everybody? I know there's nobody in this right now, but I'm going to post this up on the channel. So, if you're watching this is very last second, just like most of my YouTube lives are. Saturday evening right now. And I was like, you know what? I've been slacking on posting videos this really past 2 weeks. Post a lot of reels and whatnot, but just haven't really got into posting videos this week. What's going on, Glamorous? Thanks for joining up. What's going on, Celtic? How's it going? Appreciate you guys. Last second live, like most of my lives are, as you guys know by now. But I was like, I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks. I'm kind of slacking, not gonna lie, So I posted reels and stuff, and also on Instagram, but I haven't posted many videos. I've just been kind of like taking a break, I guess. Kind of get back in the swing of things. I don't really have any like, quote unquote clutches going right now. We have some females that are pretty far along and whatnot, but I don't want to bore you guys with like the generic videos. So I'm trying to, kind of give myself a little break. Anyway, I came in the room and I was like looking around what I was going to be doing with pairing wise. Room is a complete disaster. As you guys see, it was cleaning day, and I mean it was a disaster. So got to clean that up. Yeah, no, definitely life for sure. It's been crazy busy these last 2 weeks, and like I said, I've been trying to keep the posts on Instagram going, trying to keep the the Tub Talk series. We just drove over to Kevin's last night for the Tub Talk. It was really awesome. Good turnout, and had some guests on that. It was really cool to kind of get their pick their brain on some things. So it was definitely fun. But I was in here and I was cleaning today, and another good thing, which I have not shown you guys, I actually ordered new heat tape for every one of these panels in this 10 high ARS rack. So we're going to be redoing basically 90% of the panels in this thing are just old, because all it is, if you guys aren't familiar with panel, especially even the new ones, all it is, here, let me see if I can do this without, all it is a piece of heat tape. That's all it is. So some of you guys may be wondering, like, oh my god, how do they have, how does Freedom Breeder and ARS have all these heat panels and whatnot? It's really not a panel. It's just a piece of heat tape. Like, that's a 6-inch or a 4-inch piece of heat tape right there. That's all it is. And as you guys know, if you're not familiar with heat tape, really after 2 years, you're supposed to replace it. So, here probably, if I wasn't selling these racks, like all these racks, I'd probably replace them next year because it's going right on 2 years. But this heat tape's probably been in there for like 10 to 12 years. They don't even make this style of ARS rack anymore. Yeah, no, I didn't know it either. I didn't know that was the case. I thought, when ARS and Freedom were talking about, heat panels, that it was some technology that nobody can buy. But no, it's literally just, all it is a piece of aluminum or whatever, piece of metal, which really doesn't conduct heat very well at all. So in theory, it's really not worth a shit, if you're being honest. But the only reason they call it a panel is because it just looks like it's professional. Like, that's all this is. Like, this was the uninsulated older version of an ARS heat panel. And all they do now, when you look at I've looked online, they take this off. So this like bubble wrap shit, whatever this is, they take this off and they put a piece of like dry board insulation, or they use like an insulation type foam. And that's all they do. And they sandwich this on both sides of the heat tape so it holds heat better. So one thermostat works on this 10 high. So this is, like I said, this is an old ARS 10 high, 10 tubs, 70 series. Right now I switched. So I used to have, as you guys, that's a VE300. I put my VE300X2 that was on that originally over here. But I'm going to move it back now because now I have my computer fans in my incubator. And my incubator stays perfect temperature now. Before, when I didn't have the computer fans, I would turn the incubator on, and my ambient temperature is 80 degrees. Like, it says clean filter because I need to clean it, but it's 80 degrees in here all the time. Doesn't change. So as you guys see, the incubator's not on, and it's holding 77 degrees by itself. So it's basically holding the correct temperature already, give or take, it depends on what people want to incubate your eggs at. If you've got colubrids, you're almost at the correct temperature. Ball pythons, you want 88 degrees, whatever, 86, however, whatever you incubate your eggs at. But it already is very well insulated. But on this bottom row right here, when I had it on, it was at like the bottom row was like 3 degrees cooler than the top row. So I put computer fans, went on Amazon and bought them for like $12 a piece. Put one there, and I've got one up here. And this is what it looks like. I don't know what brand it is, but what's going on, Zachary? Thanks for joining up. Yeah, I don't know what brand this is. Maybe it'll tell you in here. But this is what it is. It's just a little computer fan. And it's got some washers and some spacers and whatnot, so you can drill it directly to your incubator if you don't have a professional one. And yeah, looks like this. There's the brand right there. And I bought it on Amazon. And I mean, they're super like lightweight, you know, super easy. Right in here is like a plug to plug into your outlet receptacle, and these are your covers, so that way you don't hit your hand on the fan on accident. But yeah, super handy there, and it fixed my problem. So what I think I'm going to do now, instead of having the only reason I wanted to run this X2 in there is, you know, to help regulate that, but now I don't need it. So I'm going to move the X2 back over here, and basically it just needs to have 2 probes, because, you know, this big of a rack, it doesn't matter how insulated your room is and how your ambient temperature is, you know, quote unquote perfect. It's metal, and the bottom is going to be cooler than the top. Like, it's just heat rises, you know. I mean, it's just how it is. So I think the VE X2 will work for now. I'm going to drill. So what I'm going to do, because this old one doesn't have a place to put the probes. It's, you know, it's just flat. Every one of these panels is exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here this side, and I'm going to drill a hole just big enough for my probe, and I'm going to put it directly on the heat tape on this bottom side. So that way I have 100% correct, you know, temperature. And I'm going to put it on the top right there and kind of sandwich it in. But yeah, so basically you don't need multiple thermostats. What I would recommend is the Herpostat. I don't have any of those, but as soon as I upgrade my racks, you know, I'm going to be doing new thermostats, because I personally want, you know, 4, 5, 6 different probes on my rack to know it's 100% perfect temperature. But you know, something like this, I would recommend no less than 2 probes and a bigger, you know, thermostat. So VE 300X2 on that will work perfectly. So yeah, Celtic, yeah, we built this one. Works perfect. You know, my dad turned it into a Lamborghini. It was literally got it for free. That's what I like to call it. It's kind of funny. And I'm gonna have to come up with a better idea for this, because I bought these, and they have different, you know, different volt, you know, so you can run it on really low all the way to high. I found that running it low works just as good. So yeah, no, that's good. Definitely. I'm going to be upgrading my incubator, because I'm going to use this one for the sulcata, and then different species like, you know, Gila eggs or whatever else we decide to get into next season. So I'm going to probably put this one in the new room that we build hopefully this year. And I'm going to buy, I think, God, what's it called? A hot box, I think, is what I'm going to buy. Just because I don't really want to spend that kind of money for a Wilbanks, even though I know it's a better incubator. So, yeah. What's going on, Slithers? What's going on? Joe, how's it going? Thank you guys for joining up. But yeah, so basically, heat panel is not a panel. It's literally a piece of freaking heat tape. Figured this out the hard way. So, you know, it's nothing special, really, isn't? I mean, you can make this shit yourself, honestly. You could go to a metal cut shop, you know, or get something laser engraved or whatever you want to do, and make this shit yourself. That's Velcro right there. I mean, this is super simple wiring. All you have is a ground. This is a ground right here, ran directly in. And then obviously this is just your plug. You don't even have to do that, honestly. I ordered pieces. I ordered 2-foot-long pieces from, God, what did I order from? Anyway, I ordered it for online. I ordered 2-foot pieces that have the cord on them. And they're a little bit more expensive, but that way I don't have to splice anything. And I'm just going to go in here, drill this hole out a little bit bigger so I can fit this big plug through here. And yeah, it's going to be good as new rack, and it will be in the quarantine room in the future. So if you guys did not know, even the new heat panels are nothing special. They're just a little bit of insulation on them. I mean, you can do that shit at home. The hardest part is making the rack, obviously, which people have not figured out how to do. Even though I don't think it would be too hard if you had a metal fab shop. But again, whatever you want to do. Anyway, moving on. You guys have any questions or anything you want to ask in the comments, go ahead and drop it for sure. But other than that, I'm just going to be kind of looking at telling you guys what I'm going to be doing. You know, I haven't made a video in a while. So I've kind of figured out what I'm going to do this year as pairings go. Been pairing a lot of stuff, going for some crazy combos, playing the long game for sure. A lot of the pairings, you know, not necessarily what you would want. But again, this male right here that we picked up from Justin, he's in shed right now, but pinstripe, inchy, red stripe, desert ghost, het clown. Didn't prove het pod, but he's producing plugs. You know, he's plenty big enough. What's going on, Thomas? Yeah, plenty big enough. He's just not locked yet, and it's unfortunate because I have girls that need to go now, so I had to make an executive decision. And yeah, we've been locking all of our double het girls, so we have 7 or 8 adult double het DG clown girls this season that are going. And you know, they are building follicles, went off food. Again, I just posted about it in the community section below. If your females go off of food, so this is perfect example because I just posted about it, about females going off food. So all these girls in this tub, you know, they're not huge. I mean, this girl's probably 1,600 grams. You know, this girl right here, probably 1,600 grams. You know, maybe 1,500, maybe. Nothing crazy. You know, they're not huge. They're not 3,000 gram plus females. So on this normal double het and this Mojo het DG Posset Cryptic and the pastel double het, went off food, 7-8 millimeter follicles. You know, dead still, didn't move, you know, within a month. No follicle growth or anything. The only thing I did, which people don't tell you this because they think if a female is small like that, and they go off food, that means they're just not ready to lay a clutch. No, that's bullshit. That's not how it is. Okay, I'm telling you right now, all those 4 females I just showed you, I've done this, and they're probably all 4 going to lay now. It's crazy. So basically, when they go off of food, you know, when they're however big they are, you know, 1,600 grams, 1,200 grams, 1,000 grams, it doesn't matter. When they go off of food, you have to get a lock on them, okay? You have to. I know I'm in the same situation. That male I just showed you, that male was going to go to all these girls over here, and I was going to hopefully produce a shitload of DG clown combos. That was my goal this season. I wanted to produce some crazy DG clowns to hold back with red stripe and inchy and, you know, all kinds of cool shit. Doesn't work like that. That male, not locking. Okay, so I had to go to plan B. Plan B, for me, I'm working monsoon clown, and John, that kind of answers your question. I have a male normal double het monsoon clown. He's a beast. You know, he's probably 3,000 plus grams, lock a brick wall, literally. And instead of, you know, going the DG clown route or waiting for this male who may not lock, this male may not lock this season. He may decide he doesn't want to lock at all, and I may waste all these girls if I wait on him. So instead of doing that, I've started running the double het monsoon clown male to every single one of my double het DG clown females. And it's hopefully, for me, it's going to work out to where I get a whole bunch of visual clowns that are possible double het, you know, monsoon desert ghost. And for me, I can stomach that, all right? I can stomach, let's just say, 10 visual clown females that are possible double het. I can stomach testing those females because you got to look at it like this. Even if 2 of those females come back as a visual clown that are double het, so double het monsoon desert ghost, I've jumped that project, the monsoon project, which we're so heavily invested in, tenfold for us. We had no intentions of jumping into monsoon DG right now, you know, unless we were to possibly buy a visual desert ghost het monsoon male, which would be insane money right now. But these pairings right here, yeah, I could produce visual, you know, DG clowns, and I could produce females that I would hold back. Probably wouldn't hold any males back, but I could produce some awesome females. But again, the male's not going, so I can't force him to. You know, it's not my say to say, hey, look, lock that female. You know, do it. I can't. You know, you can't force a male to lock. So my second best option, which for me is honestly the best option, is producing a lot of visual clowns that are possible double het, and that's just what I'm gonna do. You know, now the DG test, Charlie has a DG test now. You know, Charlie has a clown test now. Charlie has hopefully a monsoon test coming soon. It's worth it for me. So that's the plan. Everyone, I'm telling you, every single one, the only female that I'm holding out for this male right here, the only female that I want this male, that I really, really want this male right here to lock this season and go from, would be this female right here. This pastel yellow belly double het DG cryptic. You know, nothing crazy, but she's produced some amazing DG Kryptons for us last year, and I'm going to show you. I mean, these females are growing like weeds, and pretty cool to look at them. If I can figure out which tub they're in. Like, look at this. Look how pretty that female is. That's the mom that I just showed you. This is one of the babies. So this is a pastel yellow belly butter desert ghost krypton female. Look how bright she is. You know, and she's 600 something grams probably. You know, I mean, just absolutely insane. And then here's the sister that doesn't have yellow belly. If I can find her again. I need to label these tubs. Here she is. Now look at this. This is the sister. So the sister, I believe, is just a pastel butter desert ghost krypton without the yellow belly. I'm pretty sure the yellow belly is making that dark pattern on the other girl. But like for me, I can produce more of these and be happy. I don't have to produce visual DG clowns. Like these girls are more powerful than a DG clown in my opinion. You know, again, in my opinion. But I would much rather have, you know, 7 visual desert ghost kryptons with either inchy, pinstripe, red stripe, yellow belly involved than versus just producing some normal DG clowns. You know, that's just my personal opinion. So this girl, hopefully, she needs a lock right now. She's on hold. She's not on food. You know, she's off food. She's got about 10 to 12 millimeter follicles. She needs a lock. So I'm really, really fingers crossed hoping that this male, after he sheds out right now, will lock this girl. He's getting close. He's getting close. So let's look. Yeah, no, I'm definitely testing for DG and clown. That is correct, and they will easily put on another 1,000 grams or so, start pounding for an egg production. Yep, exactly. Glamorous, you know 100%. Most people will tell you when you have a small female, this girl right here, look, she's still not even big. Look at her. I mean, she's not a huge female. She's maybe 1,300 grams. This is the female that was 800 and something grams that had follicles that I told you guys, watch, she's going to lay a clutch. Now, this is fast forward 2 months. She's almost 30 millimeters or more now. She's slamming food. She's due for her last lock, and now she's probably going to lay a clutch. It looks like of 4 to 5 eggs. Most people would tell you at 800 grams to not mess with that female at all. That's so bullshit. You know, people. I mean, you can't. It's not how it works. A female is going to go off food because she's not getting a lock. Okay, I'm telling you, you lock her up, you feed her well. You know, as soon as she gets done locking, over the next couple weeks, feed her well. You know, double feed her every week. You know, there's nothing wrong with double feeding a breeding female. You know, I mean, it's just, I'm telling you guys, you can believe me or not, but every single one of these girls in this rack right here will probably have a very good chance of going just because I'm not listening to the vast majority of people and not breeding them because they're quote unquote small. That's not how it works. You just have to, they just need a lock. They need a lock and they need food. I'm telling you, when they go off food, they need a lock. That's just, I know it now. You know, and it didn't click to me last year and the year before, but now I know these snakes so well that even these adult girls, these big girls, like same thing with this girl. So this pastel clown, she went off food for me, had no follicles, no follicles whatsoever. She was supposed to lay, like on schedule, last month. She was supposed to be one of the first clutches I ever had this next year because that's what she did last year. But she went off food. She didn't eat well for me before the breeding season. I was like, oh, you know, I'm going to write her off. No, this female, she's been slamming food. And all she needed was a lock. I threw in the normal double het monsoon clown male. She took a lock. Now she's right back on track. She's got follicles again. She's looking good. She'll probably go. Okay. So when in doubt, just lock your females. I'm telling you, it'll change your entire perspective on breeding. Let's see. Yeah, no, John, you got a really good idea there. That's exactly what I plan to do. If I hit so anything that's not visual clown, unless it looks wacky, it's not getting held back. If it looks wacky, I'll hold it back and test it. You know, I don't really care. You know, I'm just probably end up making some of you guys in the Patreon at that time or on, you know, Instagram or YouTube a really cool deal if you guys want to test them yourself. But anything that's not visual clown and isn't wacky is not staying. And I'm not keeping anything other than a double het monsoon clown. Like I'm not keeping anything else in that. Like no other animal is staying in this collection. So if it just comes back as a double het DG clown, no, not staying. Or just a regular het monsoon, not staying. Not worth my time. You know, I've learned we have too many hets. We need to start looking at building the project, and that's what I'm looking for. So let's see. I got a female 4 years old, 1,300. She's not 2,200, fixing to drop eggs soon. Yep, and 100%. I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter how big she is. It just matters her being, developed enough. I mean, you can tell if you have an ultrasound, you can tell. Like most of these girls, when we first ultrasound them, they all had follicles. I didn't know that. I wasn't going to breed them this year. There was no way I was going to breed any of these girls because I'm so used to that stigma that goes around the industry. Oh, don't breed your females when they're 1,200 grams. It's not good for them. It's bullshit because every one of these girls now is doubled in size with a lock. And there's only 2 girls in this entire rack that have not got a lock. And guess what? They're off food because they don't have a lock. As soon as they get a lock, they're going to go right back on food. So, needless to say, our entire DG Clown project this year is being diverted, besides 1 or 2 females, is being diverted to the Monsoon Clown. And again, we're going to be playing hardball. It's not going to be easy. The odds probably aren't going to be in our favor. But I can tell you what, I'm going to be so stoked if I hit even 5 to 6 visual clowns, and even one of them comes back, a visual clown double het Monsoon Desert Ghost. I mean, can you imagine taking a male clown, no other genes involved? Can you imagine taking a male clown double het Monsoon Desert Ghost back to either visual DG females, visual, clown females, het Monsoon females? I mean, you name it, you're hitting the lottery. And honestly, you know what I'd probably do if I hit visual clown that were double het Monsoon, DG? I'd probably take them back. I'd probably take a male back to all these females again, and hopefully produce more clowns. But at that point, they would be DG clowns that would be possible het Monsoon. And that's literally, probably a year and a half away. Not even a year and a half away if we hit some visual clowns this season. So for me, it's worth it. So that's what I'm doing. Working our way down. Again, this girl's going Monsoon Clown. We have our 2 females that we didn't think were going to go. We looked at them. They were like all small and shit. The double het ultra clowns. This girl, almost 30. She's like 23 or 4 millimeters when I ultrasounded like a week and a half ago. She's going to go. I have no doubt. This female right here is probably going to be the first female to go for me this season. And, again, we went from having no chances to hit ultramale clowns to probably having 2 clutches to hit it. Both these girls are going to a visual clown het ultramale. So good odds, hopefully. I do not know what I plan to do with the high OD girls. So this is an inchy high OD het clown. She's off food because she has not gotten a lock. She hasn't eaten in probably 3 weeks. She's building follicles. I think she had over 10 millimeters last time I checked. She's halted. Probably not going to, grow anymore until I get that lock and start feeding her. But I don't know what to do with her. So, drop some comments down below. You guys are in here. What do you think I should do? You think I should play hardball? And you think I should throw that the normal double het Monsoon Clown in there? I mean, what could we hit? A high OD inchy clown that would be 100 or not 150% het Monsoon. Could be crazy. Could be crazy. Or do we play the long game and hope that this male right here, the stranger combo, which is looking absolutely insane. This guy's a beast. I'm going to show you guys this guy, how big he's gotten. I mean, just look at this dude. Freaking beast. So let's see. I'm just curious. He's not very happy with me right now. I'm just curious how big this guy is. You guys know I picked this guy from Canova. So he's a spot nose, yellow belly, stranger, het clown, 50% het Monsoon. And you guys know I haven't had him for very long. I say very long, but he's definitely got the stranger attitude. So we're going to see if we can get him to stay still for just a second. So he's 1,420 grams. Absolute monster. As you guys know, I haven't yet been able to get him to consistently lock. I mean, just look. If this guy doesn't prove het Monsoon, then I don't think I know what the het Monsoon influence is. I mean, look at the belly on this guy. So my goal would be this male with this girl right here. Obviously he's 50% het Monsoon. I hope he proves. It'd be really cool if he does. But again, he's not quite there yet. Like, he's locked 2 girls for me. The females that he's locked this season are the inchy DG. So, we have a chance of hitting the inchy spot nose yellow belly stranger. would be 50% at Clown, 100% at DG, 50% at Monsoon if he proves. And then he's also locked, let me put her up before she sneaks out. He's also locked this girl, which I'm super excited about, this super inchy Clown. So he locked her too. And this was a lot better of a lock than the inchy DG. Like, he locked this girl for over 24 hours. So, again, we have the chance of hitting the spot nose, yellow belly, inchy, stranger, Clown. That would be hopefully 50% at Monsoon. So the female, let's see. John said, I vote Monsoon. The potential is just too good. I agree, and that's kind of why I'm thinking about it. Let's see. John also said my asphalt het Clown went from 2,100 grams to over 3,000 grams since I started pairing her in September. Yep, that's perfect, man. That's exactly what you want, dude. She's going to probably be well over 3,500 before she lays. So the female, Glamorous, is the inchy high OD het Clown. So again, it would be het Clown to het Clown, but, again, the stranger, it's just, I don't think he's going to be able to lock all these girls, because I really would rather the stranger go to this girl right here, which is the sister. And she's a beast. So this right here is the fire high OD Clown female. And she is an absolute chunk. Like, I mean, a beast. And she's got like 20 millimeter follicles. I can't even weigh her because she's not going to fit. But she's an absolute beauty. And I would much rather the stranger hopefully take this girl versus the het girl, just in hopes of hitting high OD, fire, spot nose, yellow belly, stranger Clowns, The other male is he's a normal double het Monsoon Clown. So I'll show him. He's a beast. He's almost as big as that girl right there, which is crazy. But here he is right down here. So that's the other male right there. So he's just a big, normal double het Monsoon Clown. But he locks every time. Whereas the stranger, still young, he may lock, may not lock. It usually takes him 2 to 3 weeks in between locks, or in between pairings before he'll actually lock a female. This male, you throw him in, within literally 2 hours, he's locked up. So that's going to be the other male. And really, I'm not worried about any other male that I got. It's either stranger with Monsoon, this male with Monsoon, or if this male starts breeding again. Or starts breeding first, I guess. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, because, don't get me wrong, the stranger's awesome, but he's also not proven het Monsoon yet. There's no test. So, if I breed him to her, it's het-to-het pairing, so my odds are still bad for a Clown. They're not near as good as a het to a visual. And then if something were to happen, he weren't to prove het Monsoon, yeah, don't get me wrong, an inchy stranger Clown is cool, or an inchy high OD stranger Clown is cool, but the chance to push the Monsoon project with another female is even better, in my opinion. So that's probably what I'm going to do, again, because he locks every time, and I'd love the stranger to hit the visual Clown. Yeah, no, I agree. Again, it's just high OD and inchy, but the chances, I mean, can you imagine, guys, if we hit an high OD inchy Clown that proved 100% at Monsoon? Like, can you guys imagine a female? How crazy that would be? Like, oh my, it just blows my mind to even think about that. We're like, that's a crazy visual hit. Which would be hopefully going to next season or not, or the following season, a visual Monsoon het Clown. So pretty cool. Moving on. Let's see. Another female that I don't know about, that I'm really like, I'm kind of stuck on, is Pastel DG het Clown. I don't know what I want to do here. I don't know. She needs a lock bad. As you see, she's trying to get me. But she needs a lock bad. And as much as I would love to take the stranger to her, because the stranger DG Clown is freaking wicked, I'm very, very tempted to just say absolutely screw it and throw the normal double-het Monsoon Clown with this girl too. Again, DG Clowns are cool, but God, I mean, guys, hitting a visual clown that's 100% het desert ghost, 50% het monsoon. But then again, we already have a ton of double heads going, so we can always test. This is, I don't know. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. So the only other stranger boy I have is this male right here, which is just a pastel cypress stranger het puzzle. And I'm not taking, well, yeah, I'm not taking that male to that girl, because then, you have het clown involved, and I don't care to work het clown, and I feel like that would just be a waste. As much as I want to work the monsoon clown project, for me not to take a visual DG girl that's het clown to, either the stranger or the normal double het I think would just be a waste, because, I wouldn't be caring about the het clown. I don't care to work puzzle clown. I just don't. So it's either going to be, with this pastel DG het clown female, I'm either going to wait and risk losing a clutch and not having a clutch this season from her, and wait on that, the inchy pinstripe, red stripe DG het clown, or I'm going to go ahead, throw in the normal double het monsoon clown, get a lock on her, and then try and let the stranger steal the clutch later on. The good thing is I'd probably be able to identify, because the stranger has spot nose, yellow belly, and stranger in him, and it's obviously just a normal. So I'd probably be able to, identify, but I don't know. It's up in the air, I don't know. So I don't know, guys. I'm just like, our season, I was hoping that male would be ready, because I would love some freaking DG clown babies, but it's just not looking good. But anyway, normal double het DG clown. She's already locked with the double het monsoon clown. She was off food before the lock. Now she's slammed 4 ASF, looking thick, back on the cold side. Already had, close to 15 millimeter follicles. Probably will go now, which is awesome. Then next up, we have this female, which is just a hypo het DG, and she is going strictly to the OD weirdo double het DG puzzle in hopes of producing, an OD weirdo DG that would be 100% at hypo, 50% at puzzle, which would be crazy. We could push that project too. So that female there. And next up, we have a female that is starting to build on us, which is pretty cool. So right here we have an inchy OD spot nose het clown female. So again, this could be another female, which would be amazing, to take to that normal double het, or even the stranger. No, probably not the stranger, because we don't want to hit power balls. I'm not about that. So this female, if she goes this year, will probably either go to this male later on, because she's not building right now. She's only got like 4 millimeter follicles, so she's just getting going. She just got to size. She may or may not make a run later in the year. But if she does, first I'm going to try that male. If not, then again, normal double het monsoon clown, shooting for some, pinstripe, inchy, or not pinstripe, but some spot nose, inchy clowns that would be 50% at monsoon, which would be crazy. So next up, we just had that male, and then we moved up one of the normal. I'm not going to pull her out, but we just moved up one of the normal double het Ultimo clown females. She's looking really thick. She's actually bigger than one of these girls that's going in the Ultimo clown. So she's looking really good there. And yeah, these racks over here, everybody's popping. It's the whole entire puzzle project, mostly going to the stranger this season. What would that be? The pastel cypress stranger het puzzle. The only females that we're going to let the weirdo OD double het DG puzzle take is going to be this inchy spinner blast. She's building follicles right now. So she's an inchy spinner blast het puzzle. We're going to let him take her in hopes of producing possibly a visual puzzle without spider that would be 100% a DG. So pretty cool there. And then I may let him take one more girl, like, I don't know, maybe this pastel lesser or something, because we don't really want to hit super pastel lesser puzzles, just doesn't really look good. So she needs a lock, and may let him jump in on her. So yep. And then let's go back over to here. Black pastel pied, 66% at clown, has not been locked yet. She's been off food, the same situation with the babies or the other subadults I just showed you guys. She's been off food, but she actually took a meal last night, which is good. has not been paired. Again, again, if the stranger's been in this tub and he has not locked her, so I may end up having to throw the normal double-het monsoon clown in there and just shoot for a black pastel. If she proves that clown, which would be kind of cool if she did. I mean, a long shot, but can you imagine hitting a black pastel clown that would be 100% at pie, 50% at monsoon? I mean, it's a long shot, don't get me wrong, because she's 66% het, but, you know, may have to do it because she's building follicles right now. I'm not going to disturb her because she's a high dweller, but she's building follicles. She needs a lock bad, so we're going to have to figure something out. Either Stranger's going to have to get his shit together, or we're going mostly the entire collection to a normal double-het monsoon clown in hopes of shed testing. So next up, Pastave Ultramil. She's probably close to 30 millimeters now, and she's going to the Clown Het Ultramil. So hopefully a shitload of visual Ultramils that would be 100% het clown. Females. All the males will get sold. Not keeping any males. So you guys, if you're interested in the Ultramil Clown project and you need a boy, I should have some stuff for you. Just hit me up. Hopefully there's a clutch cutting. You know, hopefully a lot of visual Ultramil het clowns. So pretty cool there. Next up, we have a normal double het clown pied female. She's getting paired. She's pretty close to 30 millimeters as well. She's getting paired to the pastel super GHI chocolate het clown. Actually, that male and a pastel yellow belly krypton are up on Morph Market auction right now. So if you guys are interested, go try and pick them up. I think there's like 20 something hours left on that auction, but that male did lock her twice, so the chances of her going to anything else probably slim. You know, maybe before she goes, but again, she's close to 30 millimeters, so probably won't even pair again. But if I do, may try and get the stranger in there once, just to see what can happen. Next up, we have a hypo het clown. This female's building as well. I think she was around like 10, 15 or so. She's been paired to the pastel super GHI chocolate het clown as well. Hopes of producing some visual GHI chocolate clowns that are 100% at hypo. So pretty cool. And then next up, obviously you guys know this female, just told you. Super inchy clown being paired to the double het monsoon clown male. You know, hopes of producing some inchy, or no. Super inchy clown being paired to the spot nose yellow belly stranger het clown 50% at monsoon, in hopes of producing some wicked combos there. Next up, I just showed you guys high OD fire clown, big female. Hope the stranger can go to her, but if not, you already know the double het male is going in. Next up, which is really awesome here, this female, if you guys have been following the channel, this is the sister to the GHI yellow belly het puzzle. This female has not laid for us the past 2 seasons, hasn't been eating well. Finally switched her from a 5540 into a 70 series about a month ago, and she's super dark, very, very nice female. She was building follicles on the ultrasound a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know what, we're going to see if we can get her to go. Paired the pastel cypress stranger het puzzle male. She was off food. She slammed 3 adult ASF the last 3 days, 3 or 4 days. You know, leave her alone for another week, and hopefully she goes. So hopefully we have 2 chances, 2 clutches to hit the GHI stranger puzzle, which would be freaking wicked. So next up, we have a Firefly double het DG clown female building follicles as well. The hope is for that DG het clown male, but again, if not, at this point, screw it. You know, we're gonna go all in with the we're gonna go all in with the double het monsoon clown male. I mean, we may have a shitload of animals that aren't worth anything, but you never know. We may get 3 or 4 that are actually visual double hets. So last up on this row, this female, Calico 100% het clown. I've been trying to get her like pounding food because she still needs to put on some. Picked her up from Kittinger Reptiles, and yeah, hopefully she goes later this season, but she still needs about another 1,000 grams. She's, you know, already 24 or 500 grams, but I personally think she needs about 1,000 grams. Next up, Pastel Red Stripe Het Monsoon. Another female we're going to have to make a decision on right now. You know, she's building follicles, but, you know, really she's all food because she needs a lock. The stranger's been in a couple times, but hasn't got the job done. I really want the stranger to take this clutch because, I mean, if he proves het monsoon, I mean, you're talking hitting a freaking red stripe stranger, spot nose, monsoon. You know, that's possible het clown would be insane. But again, can't force him to lock. So I'm going to try the stranger, I think, one more time. I think actually probably tonight, going to throw him in. And maybe he locks her. If he doesn't, then normal double het to the rescue. Next up, pastel clown being paired to the normal double het monsoon clown. You know, better chances for visuals there. Pastel yellow belly het DG cryptic. You guys know, waiting on her, hopefully, to pair to the inchy red stripe, pinstripe, desert ghost het clown. GHI yellow belly het puzzle. You guys already know this female's a cool. She got a little stuck shed, but she's a very nice female. And building some good follicles, being paired to the pastel cypress stranger het puzzle. And then we have a pewter phantom Mojave het puzzle. And then we also have a, really the puzzle project is down here. So we have a pewter phantom Mojave het puzzle. We have a super pastel phantom Mojave Wookie pinstripe yellow belly het puzzle. And we have a super pastel lesser het puzzle. You know, all those are getting paired to the stranger male. And we have an inchy DG that's getting paired to the spot nose yellow belly stranger het clown 50% at monsoon. And we have a vanilla hypo. And I don't know what I'm going to do with her. Probably going to play the long game with either the OD Weirdo double het DG puzzle or the double het monsoon clown male. So, and then next up we have this really pretty girl right here. So this is one of the new pickups. So she's an OD inchy desert ghost female. Been slamming food. So she looks really good. She's going to the OD Weirdo double het DG puzzle. Then next up we have an ivory het monsoon. Really big female. She's obviously going to the normal double het monsoon clown in hopes of producing a lot of hopefully yellow belly monsoons that would be 50% het clown. So then next up, pastel lesser het puzzle showed you guys. Inchy spinner showed you guys. And we have this girl, which is building really well. This is a cinnamon het puzzle. She's going to the stranger in hopes of producing a cinnamon cypress stranger puzzle. So she's like over 30 millimeters probably now. So I don't even know if I'll get another lock on her before she ovulates, hopefully. Next up, we have a special het monsoon. Another big girl. She's being paired to the normal double het monsoon clown. Really cool. And then right here, we have a female. We have a Krypton het DG female, which again, another female I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with. Probably just going to go ahead and pair the double het to her, the double het monsoon clown, in hopes of producing some Krypton, some Kryptons that would be hopefully het monsoon. So last few right here, we have a lesser clown. This female is being paired to the normal double het monsoon clown. Again, better odds for visual clowns that are hopefully het monsoon. Next up, another female that will probably be paired to the normal double het monsoon clown. We have a pastel inchy double het DG clown female. She's building follicles. Gonna have to get a lock on her pretty soon. Again, I told you guys, most of our projects, or at least our DG clown and clown, is going to hopefully producing visual clown that would be either double het DG monsoon or visual clowns that will be het monsoon. So last up, female that we just picked up not long ago, just a big proven desert ghost female. She's going to the OD Weirdo double het DG puzzle. So hopes of producing some visual desert ghosts that would be het puzzle with the test. So, all right. Well, that's it, guys. Again, appreciate you guys joining up last second live. Basically went over every single female we have that's breeding, which is basically all of them. And yeah, pretty cool. Lots of hopefully cool stuff. We're going to be spending a ton of money on shed testing this season, but it could work out in our favor. Fingers crossed, guys. Please give us some good luck in the comments below. Drop a like, comment, and hopefully I'll get back uploading a video here on Monday morning. So I actually have a video that I'm uploading right now with a new raffle. So, if you're interested in the raffle stuff, definitely take a look. Kevin put some really cool, it's a 1.2, so it's a mahogany pied male and a 100% pied proven female along with a pied female. So that's going to be our next raffle. And yeah, be on the lookout. It's going to be a video on YouTube. Yeah, sorry guys, I had to take a call. Anyway, it's gonna be a video on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you guys for joining up. Thanks again. Peace.